Hi and welcome to TranAm TV. My name's Ed Miles and today I'm going to be talking through the new 2017 Rukka Nivala jacket. So that's a UK exclusive jacket. We come to the jacket and a pant. We're just going to talk about the jacket today because there's a lot to get through on the jacket, but if you look at the trousers they share many of the same features as the jacket, but get down to your local dealer, have a look at them and you'll notice they share very similar properties. So let's talk a bit about this. So this is Rukka's new top of the range absolute halo product jacket. It's right at the top of what we can do. So over the years we've looked at a few different features with our products. We've made them extremely stiff, quite strong. With this one we're going for comfort, protection, warmth, all built into one product. Something you can wear all year round, be warm in it, be cool in it. If it rains it's perfect. I'll just talk you through how we've done that. So the exterior of the jacket is a 500 denier stretch cordura. Now that word stretch is quite important when I show you the inside of the product in a minute, because it's got a lot more features inside than you can see on the outside. So we've got a stretch cordura with stretch Goretex. So you're going to get a really nice, snug, tight fit. Nothing flapping around, nothing once it's bedded in a bit, going a bit floppy and flexy. It's going to fit you, squeeze you in, keep the arm nice and tight around your arms, around your back area. So 500 denier cordura throughout. Running down the arms, I don't know if you can see on the video, but you've got the armour core areas. Armour core is a material we've been using for about 10 years. It's a Kevlar weave running over the top of the cordura. What happens is when your elbow, your shoulder, one of those impact points hits the ground, the Kevlar stops it from breaking open and the cordura gives you the abrasion resistant element. So you get a really strong material in those areas because that's where you're going to put pressure on a jacket. So we've looked at all the crash jackets we've had back and we've realised that those two areas themselves get put under a lot more pressure than say the back or the front where you're just sliding. You're getting really big pressure points build up in those areas. So we've added the armour core in those areas. Spin it back around to the front. Coming from the top, you've got a full Goretex neck wrap. Stop any of the wind and water coming in through the top of the neck. That is of course removable just with a simple zip around the side. Keep holding your neck wrap, put it in your pocket till next winter because you will need that when it gets very cold. As you know, Rukka people are normally riding in all weather conditions for extended periods of time, so that stretch Goretex neck wrap is really important. So just open it up quickly, got the closure at the top and then of course neoprene running around the top as well. So it's really comfortable around the top of the neck, keeping all the wind and water out. Just opening that Velcro closure quickly, you've got the hooks and loop. Wherever there's Velcro and Rukka, there's always a park point for those hooks. So that those hooks of the Velcro don't attack your neck, your strap, the rest of your jacket when it's dangling down here when you're walking around, or any part of your clothing or face. So that's really important. We've got those little details right with the product. So just fold that back round. We can see on the top here, two small zip points. These are pure ventilation points. You can see the orange showing through slightly. That's your D3o Armor in there. But just so you can see, that's directly going through the jacket, through the membrane and into the product. So you've got two vents on the top, and then you've got these two side vents on the side. So when you're riding, they bellow out and the airflow is running through the jacket. And the reason we have them up here is so it can go over bigger screens and over and across the top of the jacket. So you're getting plenty of airflow directly into the jacket. Little tip with all jackets, if you are buying one that says vent on it, just put your hand behind it, try and blow through it. If you don't feel anything, that's because the zip's just venting to a membrane, not to yourself, whereas these are direct air ventilation zips you're going to get with the Rukka Pro Shell product. Again, keeping to the front of the product, back to zips, we're on a YKK Aqua Seal zip. This is the highest end YKK zip you can buy. It's fully waterproof, it's going to stop any water coming through the product, and it's going to give you the best flexibility out of any waterproof zip on the market. So you've got flexibility and waterproofing coming down the front of the product. Two chest pockets here, YKK pullers again, you've got Goretex lining within these pockets. But we don't guarantee them waterproof because if you do leave them open a little bit, you're going to get water in the pocket. Your phone's going to get water in there, so I wouldn't advise putting anything in those pockets. You don't mind getting a little bit wet. Zip that one back up. Again, stick into pockets. Two more zips here. Again, Goretex line pockets on the bottom. Again, I wouldn't suggest putting phones in because if you do leave them open, they will get wet. So I would suggest putting things like credit cards and keys in these outside pockets, but certainly not anything electronic that if it gets wet, it's going to get damaged. Okay, inside the jacket itself, where do we get to? Once you go past this 500 denier cordura motorcycle equipped cordura level product, inside that you've got a Goretex Pro Shell membrane. So this is what's doing your waterproofing. The Pro Shell membrane for motorcycling is the highest end membrane on the motorcycle market for waterproofing. It's tested to the highest pressure point standards, so even at 80-90 miles an hour when you're getting that water pushing through the front of the jacket, it's not going to push through our membrane. On some of the cheaper stuff it can fail at as low as 2 pounds per square inch pressure, which is very, very low for a motorcycle use. As we all know, motorcycling is the hardest thing you can do in a jacket. There's nothing harder. In no other environment you're doing 80, 90, 100 miles an hour on a motorway, or sorry, an autobahn, and pushing the moisture through the front of the product. So that's the Pro Shell membrane. 25% more breathable than standard Goretex, which in turn is the most breathable membrane on the market. So you're getting a huge amount of breathability in these, My GoPro thing I can wear all year, except when it's, you know, plus 35, that sort of weather, then I start to get hot. I put a nice mesh on and it's great. But when it's in the UK, majority of riding, that Pro Shell membrane, it's absolutely perfect for it. Other advantages, you're getting direct airflow, and also you're not getting any wetting out of the product. Because you've got that laminate product, the water can't go anywhere once it hits this face material. You get a bit of wetting out in the stitching, but that's about it. Otherwise the water's draining straight off the front of the product. As they get into your local dealer, they'll talk you through the Pro Shell and why it's so good. If I did it on this video, we could probably do a 20-30 minute video on that itself. So I'm just going to say the advantages: direct airflow and no wetting out of the product. Plus the extra breathability, 25% extra breathability. They're the three key areas. Going back to the Nivala jacket. So, you've got the Cordura, the Goretex underneath. Underneath that we've got our armour layer. So as I was saying earlier, we've got D3o Armor running on the shoulders, the elbows, straight down the back. Just pull this one up here. The version of the back protector there that slots in, so you can see you're getting good coverage down the back as well. D3o, as we've used for a good few years now, is a non-Newtonian fluid. What that means is it's soft in situ. When you have an accident, you put pressure on the material. The bonds between the molecules go hard. It transmits the shock over a bigger area and keeps you safe inside. Obviously, these hit the CE norms, no problem at all. And we've actually gone above and beyond in terms of their size. So again, if you go to local dealer and feel the armour in the shoulder particularly, it's covering a huge area of the shoulder. The CE norm is quite a small area that it's got to cover, but we're covering the whole joint. We really need to get down to the dealer just to see the difference between us and the other brands and how much more of that area we're covering. So that's shoulders, elbows, obviously down the back. If I just open up the front of the product again. Simple to use zip, easy. Storm flap running down the front. That's because these zips can get quite cold. So we run a windstopper area behind here, and any drops that drop in either here or here can be stopped by the storm flap. So we run that in as an extra bit of insurance behind the zip. So if I open up, you can see one of the key features of Nivala. Most people that are having accidents on motorcycles and dying, the vast majority is because of chest impacts now, because we've got a good helmet on most of us, we're wearing good back protectors, shoulder, elbow, back protectors, all those areas are protected. Where your vital organs, straight down the front of the body, the heart and lung area. So what we've put in there is a proper CE approved D3o chest protector that's covering a huge area at the front of the product. And that's going to slow down the impact speed that we're going to get when we hit the bike, hit a car, whatever we hit with our chest, it's going to give you some protection in that area. So that's built into the jacket. Now, what people said is that uncomfortable. Once it's on and you've got it on, you can barely feel it. If it's very hot and you want to get that off to let a bit of air out, you can remove it. So there are zips down here and here to take the product out, and so obviously so you can wash it as well. So you've got a breathable D3o chest protector built into the product. It's the first jacket I've seen with a proper chest protector built in. I've seen some that don't hit the CE norms, but this is going to hit the full CE standard running down the front of the product. Inside, two zip pockets. These are the ones you're going to put your phone in. These are your waterproof ones. So anything electronic goes in these two inside pockets. Anything inside this storm flap, essentially, that's going to be guaranteed to be waterproof inside. If I fold it back up, one thing you might have noticed when I open the product up, as opposed to all the other Rukka jackets we've done over the years, there was no lining. The Nivala jacket does come with a lining, but it's quite a trick lining. So what we've done is, the one I'm wearing today is the lining from inside the Nivala jacket. It's so nice and so beautiful that we thought we'd take it out of the jacket to show you it independently. So the lining itself is made of a 90-10 ratio down to feather, so it's a really high quality thermal lining. This is the warmest lining we've ever put into a jacket. It's keeping you nice and warm inside you. That's why I said we can wear this in any weather condition. In this structure with those vents open, a nice base layer, you're going to be able to wear this jacket up to late 20s, early 30s. If you know, it depends a bit on the person, the bike, and the humidity. But I can certainly wear mine up to about 30 degrees in this configuration. Add this in and you can ride all year in it. Again, it's always good to put a proper base layer underneath, an outlast or some sort of high wicking material underneath this lining, just so you can move any moisture out so you don't get too cold. But that's built into the jacket. So this comes as a one. This comes together. This comes in a small bag. So it comes in a small stuff bag, as do the trousers. So you can obviously tuck that away during the day, and then at night when you start to get a bit chilly, you can pull that back out and put it on. So that comes as a stuff bag. Available in this orange colour as standard. So we think that the people that are buying this product want the highest end, want this nice orange standout colour for safety. So reflective wise, all the orange bits on this product, plus the Rukka logoing, are all the safety reflective parts. So I don't know if any of you are watching this, we're riding down the motorways, you see that from quite a distance. It's a huge amount of reflective on the back of the jacket. It really stands out compared to anything else on the market. Waist adjusters, and of course the classic Rukka fit. Even though this full jacket is stretched, so it's going to fit more people more of the time, it's also got the adjusters around there, so no air's coming up. Obviously we've got, turn it back one. Obviously we've got a full 360 zip running around the bottom that will zip to any trouser for about the last 20 years. We've got the crutch strap running underneath, we've got a wickable lining, everything in this product. Final thing to mention, Rukka Goretex cuff system. So, when you take the jacket off, you can fold these back. You've got stretch fit Goretex that goes over the cuff. Glove slots on over there. Any of the Rukka gloves will fit over the top of this. In fact, pretty much any glove on the market will fit over the top of this. The cuff folds back down. Do that zip up. It's seam tape around the bottom, and this is all Goretex, so there's no way the wind or water can get in either way. We've still put the Velcro adjustment on there just so you can seal it up nice and tight. So you can see from the Rukka Nivala jacket, it's high quality, high class, beautifully comfortable, very protective, all weather jacket that you can wear in pretty much any weather condition. You need to get down to your dealer, have a look at it, try it on, feel it, it's beautifully comfortable. This lining's exceptionally warm, I'm starting to get hot just talking to you. So get down to your local dealer, try it on, or go to tranam.co.uk for any more information.